What's going on, guys? So I'm here back with the Money in the Bank 2016 predictions and preview. So, with further ado, let's get started with the pre-show matches. First pre-show match is Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. Apparently, it's just a normal match again. Why? I don't know why they're keeping this feud going on for so long. It's pointless. It really is. Anyway, my pick is Corbin to win, but I wouldn't be surprised. WWE is really big with his 50-50 booking, so I won't be surprised if Ziggler ends up winning. So, but my pick's Corbin. Corbin needs to win. Ziggler right now is so low. He needs a heel turn or something to kind of bring him back up to the map, I guess. I don't know what to say. But anyway, the other pre-show matches, I'm kind of disappointed this isn't the pre-show, but Apollo Crews versus Sheamus. I was actually kind of interested in this match because Sheamus is not a bad worker. I mean, he's kind of bland, but he's not a bad worker by any means. And Apollo Crews is great, especially his work in the indie scene. But he's still really young as well, and he has a lot of potential. I like what I see from him. I mean, WWE's been booking him decently. I won't say they're doing the best job, um, but he's doing fine. So my pick would be Apollo Crews, but I would not be surprised if Sheamus wins because I think the way WWE does stuff, with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out, they might have Sheamus win just to promote the movie. I mean, that's just stuff WWE does. Not really much to say about that. My pick is Crews, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sheamus wins. Now we get into the main card. A fatal four-way tag team match for the tag team championships. We got the New Day, we got Enzo Amore, Big Cass, Gallows, and Anderson. I refuse to call them the Club because that's just the awful name. And we got the Vaudevillains. I think the whole reason why they made this a fatal four-way tag is because they want to continue the feud between the New Day and Gallows and Anderson. But they don't want Gallows and Anderson to take the pin so quickly. So the New Day will most likely pin the Vaudevillains because it's the Vaudevillains. Really, I don't think Vince really cares about them, which is really sad because the Vaudevillains were great in NXT and they're great right now. They did some great heel work with the New Day. I just don't think Vince really likes them. That's what I've heard. So, but anyway, they'll probably take the pin. The New Day retain, and then Gallows and Anderson will continue their feud with the New Day, probably culminating into them winning the titles at SummerSlam. That's my prediction. Um, the next match is the United States Championship match. Rusev versus Titus O'Neil. I really like the stuff they're doing with Rusev so far. Um, it's just WWE has really dropped the ball from last year. I don't know. I just haven't really warmed up to his push yet. I mean, I'm glad he's getting pushed, but it just seems so out of the blue. It just seems so out of the blue right now. But what he did against Titus O'Neil on Raw was pretty awesome. And I just can't help. Just can't help to feel that they're putting the title on Rusev just to promote Total Divas. Because if you didn't know, Lana's going to be on Total Divas, and they're going to air their wedding and everything. And as soon as they reveal that, they make Rusev the United States Champion and put him back with Lana. Am I the only one who kind of thinks they're doing this to promote Total Divas? Same thing with the Miz. Same time that the release Maurice is going to be on Total Divas, they put the title on The Miz and put Maurice on television. I mean, am I the only one who kind of thinks this? But anyway, Rusev will retain. I can't see them put the title on Titus. Titus hasn't even really been built up for this match. He hasn't really had a match. He's just confronted Rusev a couple times. Knocked him out a couple times, I guess, with a punch. But that's really all we've gotten from Titus. He hasn't won a match since his suspension. Has he even had a match since his suspension is the better question. But anyways, my pick is Rusev. I'll be thoroughly shocked if Titus wins. I'm just gonna say that. So the next match, the Money in the Bank ladder match with Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, um, who else? Chris Jericho, Alberto Del Rio, and Sami Zayn, I think. So I picked to win. I was thinking Dean Ambrose until last night. They booked Dean Ambrose like a freaking champ last night. They really built him up really strongly. I mean, he beat Jericho. He dirty deeds hit the dirty deeds on Roman Reigns, and even teased cashing in last night. So it'd be too obvious if Ambrose wins. It'd be way too obvious right now. That's the reason why my pick would be Kevin Owens right now. Um, Now, I won't be surprised if WWE throws a big curveball and gives it to Del Rio, because if you didn't know, Del Rio has a really big, expensive contract right now, I think. And, he's getting paid too much to just be a jobber, so I would hate for Del Rio to win. I mean, I don't hate Del Rio, but I just don't really think he needs the briefcase. But I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. But for right now, my pick is Kevin Owens. I think Owens should win at this point. The one that could use to win the most is probably Cesaro, but Kevin Owens should probably win because he can do some entertaining stuff with that briefcase. So the next match, the tag team match, Charlotte and Dana Brooke, and Becky Lynch and Natalya. Oh, okay. This match is... I'm not interested. I'm sorry, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Dana Brooke at all. Dana Brooke was not ready to be put on the main roster. I don't care if she turns babyface, because I don't care about her. I don't. She's not a good in-ring performer. I don't know. And she just put up against Charlotte out of the blue, and they're already teasing them breaking up after 3 weeks. Was it been 3 or 4 weeks since they've been together, since the alliance happened? That's way too soon to break them up right now. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully Sasha, maybe Charlotte and Dana win, and they tag Becky and Natalya after the match, then Sasha comes out, and that starts the feud between Charlotte and Sasha, which that can go on until Night of Champions, which I'll probably have Sasha end up winning at SummerSlam. And then, you can have Charlotte win the first match, because, you don't want to make Charlotte look too weak, because she just lost to Paige her last 2 matches on Raw that she actually had. So, anyways, off topic right now. My pick is Charlotte and Dana. But I wouldn't be surprised if Becky and Natalya win. I probably got all these predictions wrong. I think the last match is... John Cena versus AJ Styles. Now, this is an intriguing match to pick right now. What I think is, Cena, I will say this. This feud has been very entertaining. Very entertaining. And I think it's done wonders for AJ Styles and done wonders for Cena. I mean, Cena has gained the respect of many people I've noticed on social media. People talking about how they never realized how good he is in the mic, which he really is when he's given the right material. And right now he's given perfect material with AJ Styles. And AJ Styles is holding his own. I won't say he's holding his own. He's not as good as Cena on the mic, but he's doing very well. But Styles... I'm not sure if he'll win. He needs to win because he's just lost to Reigns twice. He lost to Jericho at WrestleMania. And he needs to win. But does that mean he's going to win? I don't know. I mean, I could see Balor debuting, which I really don't want Balor to just be the second guy to AJ Styles. I think he should be the leader of it, honestly. you know, I don't know. I just think I just don't really like the idea of Balor debuting in the or in the I guess they're the club. I guess I'll just call them that. Hate that name though. I just don't really like the fact that he's not like the leader because he has main event potential, so he should be the leader of the faction. Um, so they really had something going when they could have had Styles stay babyface and have Gallus and Anderson, cost him like the Roman Reigns match, and then we could kind of start the whole thing with Balor and Styles. But I don't know. I don't think Balor has anything to do with this match, so I don't think. I think. I'm just gonna say right now. I think Styles wins clean. I think Styles wins the first match clean. Now, whether he wins the next few matches, I doubt it. But I think the first match, Styles wins clean. I could be wrong. It could be some kind of tactic. I don't know. I mean, Kevin Owens beat Cena clean, so why can't Styles? I mean, okay. I mean, why not? And then the main event: Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. As this feud, that first segment that they did, I thought was horrible. Where Reigns was cutting a terrible promo. And then Rollins came out and acted like he's going to jump him, and then went back, and it served no purpose. And then they did these vignettes the next Raw, and I liked them. It made Seth Rollins seem like a very sympathetic heel, more sympathetic than he should be as a heel. But I can't really flaunt the vignettes either because both of them were well done. And then yesterday or last night on Raw, we got a very, very good Ambrose Asylum segment. So I would say this feud's been booked pretty good so far. I think it's too obvious that Reigns wins, though. I think it's too obvious. I can't see. I just can't see Rollins winning and a B. This is a B-list pay-per-view. No matter how much WWE's building up as the biggest Money in the Bank of all time, it's WrestleMania quality matches. No matter how much they do this, it's a B-list pay-per-view. Don't expect any surprises. Don't expect any surprises. I could be wrong. WWE has proven me wrong before, but don't expect any big surprises here. No matter how much they build this up, don't expect it. You can expect the big surprises at SummerSlam. They're just pushing along until they can hit SummerSlam. And they're really pushing along until we have the draft, because, hopefully Raw gets cut to 2 hours then, because how can WWE book a 3-hour show with half the roster? I'm just going to bring this up. How can WWE book a 3-hour show of Raw with half the roster? Half of it gone. You know how much filler there'd be? There'd be ridiculous amounts of filler. Oh gosh, I just cringe at the thought of that right now. But anyways, Reigns wins. All these matches should be pretty good. This should be a pretty good pay-per-view. I expect it to be a pretty good pay-per-view. I don't expect it to be great. The hype for it's been pretty good. I won't say it's been awful. They really haven't made Rusev and Titus really feel that important. They hadn't really made the women feel important. It seemed like they've already kind of given up on the women's revolution, which is really sad. Like, they teased us with this Divas revolution, or can't remember what they called it. I think that's what they called it. And nothing came of it. Nothing happened. It's just the same old stuff. And then now they're doing this women's revolution with a new title, and they're still, other than Payback when they had this in this WrestleMania, after Extreme Rules, they've treated since Extreme Rules, they've treated the women like crap. Since Extreme Rules, the pay-per-view. Um, and I doubt they get any time here because I don't see anyone caring about this tag team match. Because it's just so, I just don't care about it. I don't care about the tag match. And that's WWE's fault, really. Because these women are talented, and I'm sure many people would care about them if they was booked properly. So I'm getting off topic here. This is probably, some of the information I gave is probably, should be saved for another video. But anyways, thanks for watching my video, and please comment below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.